Yes, what do I mean by myth? Who can tell me grade 6? Yes, Adam?
Yes.
Yes.
A myth is a story that is spoken by mouth that says or that explains something that has happened in nature or
Yes.
something in nature.
Yes, that explain something about nature. Who can say the definition again? What do I mean by myth? Yes, Ryan? Huh?
Yes, Mister.
Yes, what is myth? What do I mean by myth?
Yes, Mister. Can you hear me? Myth is
Yes.
an old story told by that explains something about nature.
Again, please, your mic is closed and open. Open the mic and it's say again. Huh?
Is an old story told by yeah. Is an old story told by mouth that explains something about nature.
Yes, well done. Okay. For myth, we have two types of myths. Adam, can you start reading, please?
Okay, mister.
We have, huh?
What is a myth? We have two types of myth. A creation myth is an imaginary story that explains the existence of the world, and a heroic myth instead is based on the quest of a hero to defeat a monster. Myths often
So
include
for the
animals
myth
that
with Adam, for the myth we have two types, a creation myth, like the one that we studied together about the river that went to the sky. Creation myth because we have characters like animals that we created them, that they can speak and they talk, they can tell what happened for them, like the river. As they said, I want to go to the sky. Yes, you remember?
yes,
And another type of myth that's called heroic myth. Instead, it's based on the search. Quest means here search of a hero to defeat a monster. Okay, this one we didn't study this type of myth. We studied only the first time. Yes, I said also that myths often include animals, as we said in the story, like hyena, like elephant, gazelle. Yes, do you remember?
yes,
Yes, that talk, monsters and other supernatural characters who have the power to make extraordinary things happen, or supernatural things happen. Yes, Adam, the next part.
myths often include animals that talk, monsters. In order to start writing your own myth,
Yes, yes, sorry.
In order to start writing your own myth, try using the following warm-up tips. They could help you begin and to plan your story. Decide the type of myth decide the type of myth that you will write. If it is a creation or heroic. If you decide to on a creation myth, decide what your myth explains. Answer why or how something of something.
Yes,
Example: the creation.
as we said, for the story, the river that went to the sky, we said the myth here, it's explain something about nature. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, like the situation that happened between the river and the sun. Sun asked the river, offered for the river to help him to go up to the sky, and he will not come back to in his own place. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Another example that we have here is that
The creation of the sun, why does the moon appear at night, why does it rain, and so on. This can be a lesson with a simple explanation why certain things happen.
yes, if you decide
If you
this,
if you decide on a heroic myth, decide what behavior your hero will teach. Example: be brave, be strong, never give up, and so on. This can be a lesson with a moral at the end. Turn your
yes,
idea
as we
into
said,
something unreal.
with Adam, as we said before, for the story of the river that went to the sky, we said it's a creation myth, and it has a moral lesson. Yes.
Yes.
What was the moral lesson that we learned from this story? Do you remember?
You try to think before taking any decisions.
Yes, well done. As number four, huh?
Turn your idea into something unreal. Your myth cannot actually happen in the real world. Example: the river decided to go up to the sky.
So, as we said, our mess or the mess cannot happen in cannot be happen in life. It depends on your imagination. You can create the character. You can create the scene. You can create the setting of the story. So, because it depends on what in your imagination. Yes, Adam.
Yes. If you are writing a heroic myth, create a hero. The hero of the story can be someone impressive or an admirable or an ordinary person. Think about these questions. Is the hero super strong or super intelligent?
Yes, we are going to focus only on the type of creation myth. Okay. So
Okay,
we have a
Mister.
question here. Yes, it is a question, right?
Right. Using a personalization, make up imaginative stories to explain the existence of something in nature. For example, what stories could explain the existence of storms, earthquakes, flowers, or stars? Turn these tell, tell turn Take turns telling these tales in imaginative and interesting ways.
Yes, I learned from you, from everyone, new idea about creating characters from the nature, like the wind, storm, the earthquake, flowers, stars. You can make them that they can speak and they can make conversation between each other. I can give you a hint, or I can give you an example. For example, the conflict between the sun and the wind. If we imagine that there was someone who was walking in the streets, okay, the sun and the wind challenged each other. The sun told the wind that she will make this man give up his coat, and the wind told the sun that she couldn't. At first, we can say that the sun make the weather very hot, so the man started to give up his coat. Then the wind started to blow. So the man felt cold, so he started to wear his jacket again. So try to imagine. This is an idea for you. You can imagine anything from the nature and make them as a character. Okay,
You said
then
anything or storms, earthquakes, flowers, or stars.
anything from the nature. Okay, like
Okay,
sun,
I will go bring my book.
storms, earthquake, flower, but create them as characters. Okay.
Okay.
I give you
Mister,
example. Yes, now. Yes.
Mister, can I write about the rabbit and the turtle?
What?
The rabbit and the turtle, Mister, you don't know it?
Yes, I know, but how said here about the existence of storm, earthquake, flowers, stars, anything related to nature. Okay,
Okay.
okay, and you can make them as a character. You make conversation between them. Okay, or
Okay.
I give you example. You don't listen what I said. For example, the sun and the wind, they challenged each other that they would make someone, a man who was walking in the street, to give up his coat. The sun said, for example, said to the wind, I'll make this man give up his coat. And the wind challenged the sun that she will not, or she couldn't do that. How we can imagine, okay? I think that you can imagine.
Mister, I don't understand.
You understood or no?
No, no.
Who, no more?
Yes.
Yes, Nawar. We'll make a imaginative character from our mind, okay?
Okay.
Okay? This character related to the nature, like storms, like earthquakes, flowers, stars,
Mister, can I
sun,
say
sky,
lion?
okay? When,
Can I say how the lions eat meat, or what happened for the lions to eat meat only?
what is the relation between this and the question?
No,
He
because
asked
it
from
it's
you,
in
listen,
nature.
he said, what explains the existence of something in nature, okay? For example, what stories could explain the existence of storms, earthquakes, flowers, or stars? can you listen for my stories that I can create or that I can imagine?
Okay,
Mister,
Mister.
Okay,
Mister,
listen to me, please. Yes, Mahmoud.
Mister.
Yes,
Can I write, for example, the sun and the moon?
sun and the moon, no problem. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Can you listen for
Okay.
my story again?
Okay. We
We can
write
start by
now
saying,
or
just listen, then we can start writing. Okay.
okay.
We can say, for example, one time or once upon time, there was a man who was walking in the street. He was wearing a jacket or wearing a coat. Okay, the sun and the wind decided to challenge each other. What was the challenge? The sun told the wind that she would make the man give up his coat, and the wind told her that she couldn't. Okay, you listen to me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay. The sun started to make the weather very hot, and the degree or the can say the temperature became 40 degrees. The man felt hot, so the man started to give up his jacket off. You follow me?
Yes.
Okay.
But the wind started to challenge the wind started to challenge the sun by making the weather with full of or make a blow of air or full of air, make the storm. Okay, so the man felt cold and start to wear the jacket again. Okay,
Okay.
you can say that the conflict continue till the end of the start. Continue. The man start to give up his jacket, then he start to wear it, and we can repeat the same situation. Okay, what happened for this man? Okay, we can say
Okay.
that yes, the sun and the wind challenge each other. Then the rain come. Okay, the rain said, "I can beat all of you, or I can defeat all of you."
Mister, write
The
in the
sky
notebook.
started to rain, for example. Okay,
The notebook,
Okay.
Mister.
so I'd like for him to imagine the story. I don't know if you understand my idea or no.
Let Mr.
Okay.
understand.
Mister,
You
write
know
in
what
the
I mean?
notebook or where?
Okay,
Yes.
yes, you can create character from the nature and imagine that they are speak or there is a challenge between them.
Mister, write
Okay,
in the booklet or notebook.
what?
Mr. use the graphic
Booklet
or the
or
Uh,
library.
notebook.
uh yes, yes. But please, you write in the notebook, okay? And after we check together in our session, okay, we can copy the answer in the booklet because this is the same question that we have in the booklet. And after that, you send the booklet only on WhatsApp group. I mean the homework group. Okay?
Mister,
Yes.
can Mister I talk? Is planets a part of nature or no?
Yes.
Again, planet.
Planets
Yes.
like
Yes. Yeah.
Earth, Mars.
Planet. Okay.
Yes, like Earth, Mars.
Okay. Okay.
As a part of nature.
It can be okay. Both a
This is a
part of the
system.
universe. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Tomorrow will answer the booklet.
Inshallah, Muhammad. Yes. Tomorrow
Mister, I
and
will write in the booklet because I will forget to write in it.
no, please write in the notebook, Mahmoud, please. Okay. Because you are going to read and after check your mistakes you copy it in the booklet. I check with the mistake with you during the session.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I am waiting for you if you finish at least.
Mister,
What is the title of your story? If everyone tell me what the title.
Mister, can you hear me?
Yes, Ahmed, huh? Yes, Ahmed, huh? I can hear you well. Yes,
Mister, the one for the wind and the sun, it was only an example.
yes, an example. If you want to you are you to take this idea, no problem. Okay, but try
Okay.
to increase the number of character. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Ahmed, yes.
Mister, I don't know how to talk about the nature.
Talk about the nature. You can select
Yeah, how
any
can I
element
explain?
of nature, Ryan. You can select the wind, the sun, the storm, okay, the air, the rain, the sky, the moon.
What can I make between them? There is nothing.
What?
What can I say between them?
I give you example, yes.
Yeah, but
So I'd like from you to imagine any story.
I don't know.
If we talk about, for example, the sun and the moon, what is the difference between them?
But you said that you want them to talk and you will make like
Yes,
this.
yes, yes. What is different? I'd like to take from you the idea to start to imagine what is different between them. What is the difference? Hmm? When you can see the sun, Ryan.
Mister, can you hear me?
Yes, when can you see the sun?
In the day,
Yes, in the morning and in the day. Okay. When can you see the moon?
in the night.
At night. Okay, okay. Imagine that they challenge them each other. That one will appear at night and one will appear in the morning. They make replacement.
Of
This
course
is
it will not.
imagination. No, it cannot be. Yes, so it cannot be because it's imagination. So you try to imagine what will happen.
Mister, I
Okay.
can
Yes, Ahmed. Huh?
Mister, I can make an imaginative myth and heroic myth in the same time, in the same story.
Heroic? No, we don't want heroic. We need the creation myth. Okay. This type of creation myth, not heroic.
Mister, I
Mister,
would
I
like
have
to know
finished the
about
introduction.
the
Mister,
about the
Yes,
Mister, for my title, can
yes.
I write about how did the trees form?
How did the trees form? Okay,
Mister,
Yes.
Mister, I have finished my introduction.
okay, huh? Yes,
Once
start.
upon a time, before Earth was born, there were stars but no sky. There was a sun but no life. But a few days later, a star and the sun fell in love, got married, and that was when Earth was born, with beautiful lakes, long rivers, large oceans, big lands, and fantastic creatures. Earth was unmissable.
Yes, great, Adam. Yes, but when you start to imagine, yes, you can
Yes,
see Ryan. Ryan, you know the idea now.
Mister. Yes,
Imagination,
I see the
imagine,
image.
not real, okay? Not real stuff.
Okay.
Yes, yes, well done, Adam. Can go on. You can for the story that Adam said that he said sun and moon. You can give this.
Mister,
You
it is
can give the
actually about the
children.
stars and the sky.
Yes, you can give the children's name from your mind also. Yes,
Yes.
yes. You can imagine also some names for the children of the sun or the children of the moon. Anything you can imagine. Okay. Anyone else? Huh?
Me,
Yes. Who?
yes.
Muhammad
The
Jamil.
ruining earthquake. Many ages ago,
Again,
people were
Muhammad.
afraid of
Again.
earthquake.
Again, please.
The ruining earthquake. Many ages ago, people were afraid of earthquakes, and they didn't know where it came from.
I have a
Many
question.
people left their houses because they were afraid. when they came back to see their homes, they found out that another person owns their homes. So they went to the forest again. I wrote till here.
What's this person that you can imagine?
What?
What's the person that you said that they found? You said they found the person in their home, yes?
No, I said that they found out that a person now owns their home.
Own their homes. It means that they took their house or their home. Yes? Okay, Muhammad, go on. Who else?
Mister, at the end, can I say that the sun and the moon became the moon became instead of the sun, and the sun became instead of the moon?
Can be because it's imagination. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Yes, who else? Who finished? At least title, introduction. Hmm? Who finished? The war. The war.
Yes, Mr.
Now you know how can you write?
Mr.
Yes, number nine.
Yes, Mr. I am saying.
Okay.
Mr. Can I write about how the earth was saved?
Okay, can be. Yes. But also it depends on your imagination, okay? Don't write or think.
Yes, I will make imagination, but I can make how the earth was saved.
Yes. Okay.
Mister, I wrote my title.
What is it, Muhammad? Huh?
The
Yes,
formation
Muhammad.
of the trees.
Again, the formation of the tree.
I'm not writing in the introduction.
Okay.
Yes, Mister, yes.
Okay. Sorry, see, there's a problem. Maybe.
Mister disconnects.
Yes, yes. Sorry, there's a problem with the internet. I went out, then I come back. Okay. Yes, what is the problem, Abdurrahman? Huh?
Yes, what problem is?
What's your title? This number?
The sun and the earth.
What again, please? 10,000 million? You talk about what,
Make
Abdurrahman? Abdurrahman, sorry.
Mr. Sun is coming.
You have bad internet.
Sorry
The
for
Mr.
I have a problem with the internet.
Adam internet, Adam internet is bad.
Me too also. I don't know what happened today. Yes, Abdurrahman, what's your question again?
The sun and the earth.
The sun and the earth?
Yes.
Okay.
I finished.
Who finished?
Me, Mahmoud.
Yes, Mahmoud, start the piece and turn on your cam if you can, please.
Okay. The sun and the moon. Once upon a time, there were a sun and a moon. They were always fighting because they want to appear more. So they make the earth two halves. One was for the sun and the other
Again,
was
please,
for
Mahmoud, and speak up, please, again.
okay, the sun and the moon.
Yes.
Once upon a time, there were a sun and a moon. They were always fighting because they want to appear more. So they make the earth two halves. One was for the sun and and the
Yes, it
other.
is smart.
But they
Okay,
have the stars
never mind,
cloud
Ryan. You can change in your idea, okay?
and the
If you
sun
did
and
the
the moon.
same, no problem. Yes.
But they have the stars and the clouds. So the sun and moon said, "I will." The sun said, I will take the two a day, and the moon will take for
Mahmoud,
the
your
other."
voice sometimes or most of the time is very low.
Yes, sir. Sound starting cutting again.
My voice?
Mister, your voice kept
Yes,
cutting
okay.
off.
Okay, Mahmoud. Can you hear me?
And you,
Can understand me?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me, grade 6 or no? Now can you hear me? Yes, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Please join.
yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not
Mister, I have
responsible.
finished the first paragraph and I'm working on the second one.
Okay, and let me receive the host from the main
Okay.
host
Mister,
because
read it now. Read the first paragraph.
just wait for me, Adam, please. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Adam,
Yes, I am with you now. Okay. Yes, Adam. Huh? Yes.
Read
I
now.
finished my writing.
Okay, wait for me, Muhammad Zuhair after Adam, please. Yes, Adam. Huh?
Consequently, the star and the sun broke up, and the sun was remained with the Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. But the other star remained with no children. The sky was born with Earth, letting a lot of other stars look into attention with the Earth. What an amazing planet, said the star. Hey, sky, do you want to be friends? Sure, said the sky, but be careful. You might burn me if you get too close to me. The star was a friend of the sky. The star that was the friend of the sky was called the South Star because it was always south of the Earth. That is what I have wrote in the first paragraph. Read what I have wrote in the second paragraph, mister.
Yes, complete. Huh?
Unfortunately, the South Star went too close for the sky, and then the sky got burned. And when the sky got burned, it burned the whole Earth with it. The sun got so mad that the sun shot the South Star out of existence.
Yes.
This is what I have wrote until now.
Okay, thanks so much, Adam, for your best effort. Okay, who else? Muhammad Zuhair, yes. You want to say something, Muhammad?
Me.
Yes, Muhammad Zuhair, huh?
Yes. I finished.
Yes, can you read?
The ruining earthquake. Yes, the ruining earthquake. Many ages ago, people were afraid of earthquake, and they didn't know where it came from. Many people left their houses because they were afraid. When they came back to see their homes, they found out that another person owns their homes. So they went to the forest again. In winter, it was raining and snowing. So they went to search for a cave. They found the machine written on it, earthquake machine. They knew it
Yes,
was responsible for the problems. So they went to hide until the person who owns the machine came to the cave. After many hours waiting, the person who owns the machine came to the cave. They
yes,
caught him and asked him, why did he invent this machine? He told them, I needed money, so I sold your houses to them. At the end, they made a deal. The deal was that they would destroy the machine and they will give him money to live.
yes, that's all.
Yes, should I make
Yes.
it longer?
What, Muhammad?
Should I make it longer?
It's okay, Muhammad. How many lines that you wrote?
No, mister, because my handwriting is big, so it takes me a lot of time.
Okay, so
Take me a lot.
how many
I have
that you
finished my
wrote?
story.
I wrote more than a whole paper. I wrote like two papers. I wrote two papers.
Okay.
Mister, I have finished my story.
You finish all,
But it
Adam?
was it's a big
Yes.
paper, not on the notebook. I wrote on a big paper.
Mister, send it to you now or read it to you now?
Read the last part that you have, Adam.
Okay. Then the sun gave the old earth to the other star, the one he loved, and he received a new earth. That is why there is no south star, and the north star is the earth's mother.
Okay, Adam. Thanks so much, Adam.
Mister, I'll send it to you on the group
You copy in the booklet or notebook?
in the booklet. But I wrote with pencil.
Okay, but I'd like to, when you send the picture, please make it clear, please, okay? To be able to see it, to be able to see
Okay.
the handwriting, okay? Yes, who else finished? Okay, may I select about the sense of started the topic? Why is
Mr. About to finish the introduction.
Mister,
okay?
I finished
Mister, I started.
the introduction.
Okay, you finished?
No.
Okay, nice. Ryan, you finished? You said you
Mister,
finished the first paragraph or what?
Mister,
Yes.
I have a word I want to say, but I don't know its meaning in English.
You sent me in the chatting room.
Okay. Go to the translation, make it in Arabic, and write you. It will give it to you in English.
Send to me, okay? Ali.
No, I'm Adam.
Adam, sorry, Adam, sorry.
I sent Mister.
Okay, I'll tell you Adam now. Okay.
Mister, how many should we divide uh, our story?
Three paragraphs, okay? Introduction, okay?
Mister, I forgot to divide them.
Forgot what?
I forgot to divide them as paragraphs.
No problem, okay, no problem. You can consider this as one unit because it's a story, okay? Not an essay. So you can write as a story, but it's supposed to have three parts at least. Introduction, body, and conclusion. Or we
Okay,
can
Mr.
start by saying the plot. The plot. Okay. Uh,
Mister, I have sent it now.
okay. For the plot, we said that we have four elements: rising. Sorry, the first one, the problem, then rising action, the climax, and resolution. Okay. Yes, Adam, I'll tell you now the meaning. For the one who used the mark of plus stop, please.
Mister, you are sending for me plus and
Not me,
another
not
thing.
not me. I didn't send anything. Okay, Adam,
Okay.
I'll tell you the meaning of the word that you sent to me. Okay, Adam, time machine.
Mr. I finished the introduction.
Okay, okay, Muhammad Mayor. Time machine, Adam, that you asked for
Thank
me.
you,
Okay,
Mister.
welcome. Yes,
Thank you, Mister.
Abdurrahman, you sent plus,
Thank
plus,
you,
plus.
Mister.
Welcome, Adam, welcome. You can hear me? Adam, can you hear me? You can hear me, grade 6 or no? Sorry, the internet today is very bad. I don't know what's the problem. Okay, Adam, Adam, can you hear me? Adam, can you hear me, grade 6 or no?
Um,
Yes, my dear, can you hear me now?
Adam.
Yes.
Yes, okay, okay. I need for the host again. Okay,
It
sorry.
is a bit. It
Yes,
is
Mr. We
lagging a
can.
bit.
It's
Lagging.
cutting, but we can hear you.
You can hear me one now?
It is lagging, but we can hear you. Now it's
It's
good.
cutting.
Now it's okay?
Yes,
Yes,
no.
Mister, you don't need to make share screen because we already have the words in our book.
You have the question, okay, but it's not acceptable to me keep the session in this way, so I must share something on the screen. I'll tell the host, the main host again.
Adam, how do in the word height? E-I
I
or I-E?
E I or I E
In height.
height. I
E-I,
think
E-I,
E
Okay, just asking.
E-I-G-H-T.
I.
We have about 17 minutes to finish our session. Okay.
Yes.
I'm waiting. I am waiting for the host again, so wait for me, please.
Sir, can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, Ali, you can go. Yes. Muhammad Beher, I think that you asked about the word meaning, maybe.
No, Mister, I asked about something and Ryan told me.
Okay. Yeah, anyone finish?
Mister, I'm the conclusion. Can I read mine?
Okay, Ryan.
Mister,
Okay.
I'm in the body. I'm
The
about to
sun
finish the
and
body.
okay. The sun and the moon. Once upon a time, there were two lovely, happy, and cute friends.
Mister, disconnect again.
No, he didn't
Yes,
disconnect.
yes, I am with you. Yes,
No, only you
yes.
can go upstairs.
Yes, Mister. They were the sun and the moon. They played a game together, called the game. It was like challenges. There, there was a winner and a loser.
Yes.
They became big and married and has children too. Despite all of this,
And
they still playing.
instead of saying became big, you can say that they grow up.
Okay.
Okay.
They grow up and married. Okay, it's okay.
Yes.
It's better. They grow up and married and has a children too. Despite all of this, they still playing the game. One day, the game was very hard and
Yes.
harmful for people. It was that the sun comes at night and the moon comes in the day. The sun and the moon became challengers and fighters. Everyone wants himself to win, while when they were children, everyone wants the other to win. The sun came at night, the moon came at day. The people were harmed because of them, and I didn't complete that.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks, Ryan. Sorry.
I still have one paragraph that I am in. I will make
I'm still in
Your
my close friend.
paragraph
second age.
can be the moral lesson that you learn from this mess. Okay. So for
Yeah,
each
I will
mess,
make four.
yes.
I will make four, and I'm the third one
Okay, you can end the sentence. I mean, you can end the last paragraph with a moral lesson,
with a
with a
moral lesson with
sentence.
the themes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
As we said, for a mess, you must have a moral lesson. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks so much for
Yes.
your best effort, Ryan. Yes,
Thanks, Mister.
Muhammad Meher. You're welcome. Yes, Muhammad Meher. Huh?
Yes, Mister, I'm in the body right now.
Hmm.
Mr. Reed,
Yes, Muhammad. Huh?
the formation of the trees. Once upon a time, the earth had no buildings, no factories, or any tall other structures. It was only a very massive uh, open of water, ice, and a lot of grass and bushes. Some grass was tall, but not so tall.
Yes.
Some bushes was spreading wide, but not so wide, which made them very jealous of the small species of trees. Until one day, a small bush made a science lab to help make all plants grow tall and high.
Again, sorry. Can you repeat again from the beginning? Sorry.
Yes, Mister, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Repeat again from the beginning, yes. What you said at the beginning again?
Okay, Mister.
Hmm. Yes,
The formation of trees.
yes,
Once upon a time, the earth had no buildings, no factories, or any other tall structures. It
yes.
was only a very massive open of water, ice, and a lot of grass and bushes.
Okay. Huh?
Some grass was tall, but not so tall. Some bushes spread very wide, but not so much wide, which made them very jealous. Until one day, a small bush made a science lab, where it will try to make plants look taller. Until you missed.
That's all. This is introduction, yes, that you said.
Yes, and also the first line of the body.
Okay, Muhammad, go on in your work. Well done, Muhammad. Okay, who else? But Muhammad, don't forget that you need to have a moral lesson by the end of the story, okay?
Okay, Mister.
Okay, thanks so much, Muhammad. Who else finished his topic? I listened
There
only
must
for
be.
Muhammad Luhir, Ryan, Adam, and Muhammad Bahir. Maybe also, I think, Mahmoud.
Adam
Who
Gattar.
else?
But I
Adam,
finished
yes,
the
Adam
introduction.
Gatan.
Yes,
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 who
Mr.
finished? Ahmed?
Yes, but I have a question first.
Yes, Ahmed.
There must be a moral lesson.
Yes, we must have a moral lesson in the mess story. Okay?
Okay. And Mr.
Yes.
I made my title a little long.
What's your title? I think that you sent on the chatting room, but I couldn't see it because of the internet. Okay. Can you see it?
How the earth was saved and the stars were formed. It can be like this.
How the earth was saved and the stars were formed. Can be okay, no problem. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Many years
Mister,
ago,
this story should be imagination.
Yes, Adam?
This story is imagination, right?
Yes, yes, an imaginative story. Okay. Yes, Ahmed, huh?
Many years ago, animals ruled the earth. There were no humanity, only animals. Animals lived happily on earth. They lived in peace and friendship. There were many groups of different kinds of animals. The animals never fought together. I stopped here and I will continue.
Never fight or never fought. You talk in the
Mr. Like
past,
this
Can
yes.
I
will be
please?
explicit
So
Yes, I
never
example,
can.
fought. You talk in the past.
not
Okay, Ahmed, it's acceptable. Can we listen?
Sir,
Can
can
I
I
listen?
read?
Okay, wait. Can I listen for Ahmed? I think that he didn't finish. Finish, Ahmed.
Yes, I continue. I will
You'll
continue now.
complete. Okay. Yes, Adam. Yes, you can start, Adam.
Okay.
Yes, Adam. Huh?
Yes, mister. Once upon a time, in a scary desert full of many trees, a family went to try riding camels. They went to the owner, paid him money, then they start riding a camel. The camel started moving fast. Then, when they were riding it, they saw a machine called time machine. They said, "Let's try it."
Adam, my voice is very low. Please, can you speak up?
Like this.
Yes. Huh.
Starts from the beginning.
Yes, please, please.
Okay, time machine. Once upon a time, in a scary desert full of many trails, a family went to it to try riding camels. They went to the owner, paid him money, then they started riding camels. The camel started moving fast. Then, when they were riding it, they saw a machine called time machine. They said,
Yes.
"Let's try it." They entered and chose to go to the maps. Then suddenly storms and earthquakes started appearing. They were scared. They returned back to the present life. They talked with the man and told him this machine could destroy the world by its earthquakes and storms. The owner of it said, "Okay, I'm gonna reset it," and it didn't complete.
Okay, you can go on in your topic. It's a good idea. Thanks so much, Adam, for
Welcome,
your
mister.
best effort. Yes, who also start his topic? Huh? Who also started his topic? Hmm? I listened for Muhammad there, Muhammad here, Adam, Adam, Ryan, and Mahmoud, and Ahmed Ihab. So Mahmoud, Ahmed Ihab, and who else maybe I can remember? And what did you say anything in a word? Have you finished?
No, no, Mr. Little, no, I don't finish. I have
Okay,
a
Muhammad.
little until finish.
Okay, Muaz, have you finished? Muaz, what happened?
Mr. I finished.
Who finished, Abdurrahman?
Yes,
Yes, you can read Abdurrahman.
yes.
Okay.
The sun and the earth. Once upon a time, do you hear me,
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Once
Yes.
upon a time, there was a planet named the Earth and a star named the Sun.
You said
The
there
Earth
was or
and
there were?
the Sun,
Again. You said there was.
there were.
Again, say
أيوة
the
كده
sentence.
there was.
Say the
Once
sentence
upon a
again,
time,
please. Huh?
there were a planet named the Earth and a star named the Sun.
There was a planet named the Earth
A star
and a star.
named the
Yes,
Sun.
huh? Named the sun.
One day the sun, yes,
Okay, we can say is was called. Okay, was called the Earth and was called the sun. Okay, acceptable also if
okay.
you write named. Okay, yes, huh?
One day the sun decided to take a rest, so she started searching for another star to take her place. After she found another star and started talking, Mercury heard them and told Venus, and Venus told Jupiter. the Earth until the end of the solar system. No one cared except the Earth. The, the Earth felt sad about the sun leaving. She started telling the sun to stay and don't leave. But at the end, she left, and the new star came,
Yes.
and the new star came. But the Earth felt so bad. After 1 month, the sun felt lonely and decided to return back.
Okay, Abdurrahman,
The
I
solar system
listen to
was
me.
very
Listen,
happy.
Abdurrahman, can you listen to me? I
Yes,
remarked
yes,
also the same comment that I
yes.
said to you before. Using n too much is not acceptable. Okay, okay, Abdurrahman.
And using then too much.
Yes,
Instead of using n, we can end the sentence
okay,
with a full stop and start new one, or we can use comma. Okay.
okay.
Yes, go on, Abdurrahman. Huh?
Uh, I finished,
You finished. That's all. Okay.
Mr.
Yes, yes, I can hear you well,
Yes,
Abdurrahman. Okay. Again, my comment. Please avoid using the word and too much. Okay. Okay, Abdurrahman. Yes, Muaz. Muaz. Can you hear me?
yes.
Don't know what happened, Muaz. Muaz, your mic is on, but I can't hear you. Muaz,
Muaz.
I think that he has a problem in the mic. Okay, who else finished? Who else finished his writing? Huh?
Adham.
Adam, you complete or what? Adam, Karim, have
Sir,
you
I am.
finished? Yes, Adam. Adam,
Yes, sir. I have to end the topic with what you said.
okay. Moral
The
lesson.
conclusion.
Moral lesson. What you learned from this story, from this math. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Karim, have you finished? Karim.
No, master, until now, no.
Okay, Muhammad Yasser, you don't participate with us, Muhammad. Muhammad Yasser, have you finished?
Mister, Mister,
Yes.
Mr. I'm
I'll
Ryan
tell
and
you a
I'm
word in
ready.
the sun and you tell me how to write it.
Again, Muhammad.
I will tell you a word in the chat and you tell me how to write it.
Okay. Yes, I am waiting for your word. Okay, Muhammad.
Mr. I'm Ryan. Say
Yes,
my
Rayan.
story. Okay. The Sun and the Moon. Once upon a time, there were two lovely, happy, and cute friends. They were the Sun and the Moon. They played a game together called the game. It was like challenges. There were a winner and a loser. They grew up and married and has children too. Despite all of this, they still playing. One
Yes.
day the game was very hard and harmful for people. It was the sun comes at night and the moon comes in the day. The sun and the moon became challengers and fighters. Everyone wants himself to win, while when they were children, everyone wants the other to win. The sun came at night, the moon came at day. The
Yes.
people were harmed because of them. It was cold at day, hot at night. People couldn't work and stayed in their homes. Some animals died and the other was harmed. Everyone was sad from the sun and the moon, even their wives and children. The sun and the moon became sad because they had made many problems. They both decided they both decided to work at the original shifts. The people became happy again and loved the sun and the moon. Finally, all of them lived as a happy life, and the sun and the moon knew that too many playing, causes problems and ignorance.
Too many again. Too many what?
Playing too many causes problems and ignorance.
Yes. Many playing too much. Not many
Too much,
playing too
yes.
much. Huh?
Okay.
Again,
causes problems and ignorance.
cause the problem or was the problem? I can't hear well. Huh?
No, causes
Cause
problems
is the
and
problem
ignorance. Yeah,
and
yeah.
ignorance. Okay. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks so much. Mr. Hashim
Okay.
with us now?
Where to
Mister,
finish?
is it okay? My
Where
internet?
to finish?
Yes.
I'll send it on the group after I finish.
Okay. Yes, acceptable, Ryan. Okay. Mr. Hashim, I give you the host now.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hamada.
You're welcome, Mr. Hashim. Okay, Mr. Hashim, you're the host now.